Are you tired of announcers not calling the action in the ring?
What we were concerned with earlier, the double team from bad influence. You're just rambling. You're rambling.
Are you sick of hearing commentators constantly bickering while a match is going on?
It's an illegal maneuver because it was in the ropes.
But quit whining. Wait. I'm out here with Josh Matthews.
Well then, here's a product that's specifically tailored not for fans like you. It's Taz Sings the Greatest Hits during matches. Hear the Human Suplex Machine belt out classic songs such as Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond.
Sweet Caroline. Come on, baby.
The following six-man tag match is scheduled for
Hardcore Country by Mickey James.
Yeah, I love country music. I love hardcore country. Hardcore country. Yeah. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry, we're back over here. What's going on? Big fight.
Yeah, we're back. We're back on Impact Wrestling. That's plenty.
Manic Depression by Jimi Hendrix.
That song, Manic Depression.
Jimmy. Yep.
The mood is definitely about to change when you hear Taz sing timeless hits such as Hardcore Country by Mickey James.
Well, kendo stick action. Hardcore country.
Oh, yeah. Across the back.
Dirty Work by Paul Simon.
All the work. Say that song. Hey, you're doing my dirty work. Do the dirty work for me. Remember that Paul Simon too? Dirty work. The Paul
You
Simon.
have to sing every week.
And Hardcore Country by Mickey James.
Kim's shoulders down for two.
Yeah, Mickey James. Hardcore country.
That's enough of that.
You can't help but be just another victim when you order Taz Sings the Greatest Hits. To order, call 1-888-TNA-WFUL. That's 1-888-TNA-WFUL. Or send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Box 13 at FTW Avenue, Strong Island, New York City. Sorry, no CODs. This is a satirical infomercial, so please disregard everything that I just said. Order today!
Are you ready for this one, partner?
You better believe I am.
John Cena and the Usos.
Undisputed champion. Daniel Bryan, Booker, you and I were talking to him earlier. This guy's building an empire.
I mean, Daniel Bryan is not just building an empire. Just look at his body.
Empire of what?
Daniel Bryan has launched his own YouTube channel, Cole, as Alberto Del Rio.
Wait a minute. A YouTube channel
Yes.
by this goofball?
Tell him the deal, Josh.
Well, Daniel Bryan's demonstrating various stretches and workout routines.
Oh, my
He's building
God. Can you imagine the
empires.
losers watching that? The losers that are trying to be pros taking tips from this guy?
The kid had over 100,000 hits already, man.
Yeah, Booker, I bet that's real entertaining. It's like watching paint dry. Can you imagine Daniel Bryan in an instructional video? Oh my God, it'd be like taking geometry in high school.
Check this out. Look how smart. Look how smart Del Rio is.
I'd rather watch
right
one
here.
of those videos on how to fly a kite than Daniel Bryan trying to teach somebody how to do a submission.
man, what you all told
You
us
know what
a
he should
hater.
have?
That's
Daniel
what
Bryan
you
should
are,
have a
man.
YouTube channel on how to be a nerd. He could talk about his goofy haircuts, his diets. I bet he looks back on all his high school yearbooks to see how cool he was in high school. He's probably the guys that had the girls write in the back of his yearbook and said stuff like, Daniel, thanks for being a great friend in high school.
Yeah, but right now he can get any woman he wants. He's because he's a WWE superstar. Tell him like it is.
And the fact that
Superstar.
Daniel Bryan is Mr. Money in the Bank and has a guaranteed World Heavyweight Championship contract at any time Daniel Bryan wants to cash that contract in.
What woman you know that don't like a whole lot of money, Cole?
Cover here by Del
What are you
Rio.
talking
I
about?
mean, the guy got the contract. He got the money in the bank. All he got to do is cash it in. Women gonna flock to him.
I didn't know you put women down like that.
What are you talking about?
And
To get into this submission expert stuff about Daniel Bryan, basically, from what I understand, he only knows two moves: a hammerlock and a guillotine.
Where'd you get your information from?
cover here.
Well, because from what I understand, his YouTube channel's been canceled. I mean, he showed how to do the guillotine one week, the hammerlock the other week, and we haven't seen a video in 2 weeks, so
man,
I rest my case.
Look, I don't know what you're
Daniel
talking about.
Bryan era is over. He only knows 2 moves.
Let me tell you something. D. Bryan had over 150,000 hits last week on that YouTube account. It can't be. You must be just went to the wrong account, Cole.
I think his dog Asparagus is going to start.
We're going to see another submission here maneuver by Daniel Bryan. So this would be the 3rd submission maneuver that Daniel Bryan knows, Cole.
Okay, 2-3. What's the difference?
I'm going to tell you,
Well, I guess here in the state of Washington, they don't like their own kind. Not a great reception for Washington's own Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, they know he sucks too.
Booker, you've held
That's
that.
really nice.
Yeah.
That is really objective reporting.
Yes, that's just telling it like it is.
Booker, you've held the World Heavyweight Championship on 5 different occasions.
6.
Does it change you?
Yeah, it does change us. I mean, the proof is in the pudding right here. Look at Daniel Bryan. This guy was one of my fave 5 at the top of my fave 5 in the beginning. I really like what he was doing, and now he just totally has changed. And he's got this in-house rat in tow, AJ. That's what I call her, an in-house rat. That's what she is. She's just right here messing it up, just like he.
And just like you changed, Booker, when you won the World Championship. I remember that you acted quite differently when you were carrying around the gold. In fact, at one time, you pretended to be a king.
Well, like I just said, it does change you. Isn't that what I just said, Cole? That's what I just said, isn't it?
Well,
I changed.
Maybe you should be defending the man.
Listen to the people.
Well, again, we are in Daniel Bryan's home state of Washington.
And they're telling you what they think of it.
Are you drinking again before the show? I mean, during the show? Because you must be. If you're thinking this thing got real personal past few weeks that we witnessed basically how Anderson he duped the Cowboy James Storm. Act like they were just drinking up in that pub there, and basically Anderson was playing it. He was playing Storm. He was drinking, whatever he was drinking.
Yeah, non-alcoholic beverage.
Beverages, that's water. Right there, seltzer water. What are you like
It might have been near beer.
you a bartender all of a sudden? I know you drink a lot, but jeez.
Every now and then.
But anyway,
The neck breaker, straight down to the cover. Is a pin attempt and a 2 count for Velvet. ODB slides in to break it up.
the ODB of Bloomers are hanging out. But this, yeah, definitely a big moment here. Big opportunity for all 3 of these people, these women. Oof. ODB, she either fell or went to do a power slam. You never know what ODB, she could be in a drunken stupor, you know.
Turns around.
You know, Mike.
Right into his, yeah, I know, I can relate, right? To a spinning neck breaker by Brooke. Hey, wait a minute, what's going on here?
ODB, I think she's drunk. I think look at this. This is,
Well,
go behind, take that.
that's just any husband and wife, right?
You're witnessing their honeymoon. This was their honeymoon in the trailer park somewhere in West Virginia. Some fried chicken, you know, a big bag of Red Man, you know, and then you got
a couple of suplexes around the bedroom.
suplexes, a bottle of Jim Beam, you're good.
Oh, I signed up for that. You say Jim Beam, didn't you?
Austin Aries, I mean, how does poor guy got hooked up into this match here? Yeah, quick tag to Storm. Legal man is James Storm. Double elbow works. Now you got to watch. You're right. I mean, listen, no matter what I think about the Cowboy, James
This
Storm.
knee drop leads to the pin in 2.
I kind of don't dislike Gunner, but that James Storm, he's just some crazy redneck drunk. Gets on my nerves a little bit.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I hear you. But I got to say, he can get it done in the ring. He definitely knows how to be a tag team wrestler, hence tag team champion. There's James Storm drunk on the stage. He drinks tons of beers at non-stop, this guy.
What's wrong with that?
Well, thank you. Ding. There you go. A little bit those Dr. Zhivago glasses. Those Dr. Zhivago.
Yeah, right. Christopher Daniels, we saw last week, use the Appletini in the face. Look, I'm not going to talk about your Dr. Zhivago. Let's talk about the Appletini. Daniels and Kazarian, they set up Joseph Park. They beat Park and Eric Young because of that Appletini.
You remember the movie with Dr. Zhivago? What movie was that? The Land of the Small People.
Hold on a second. I need to. Cheers. Bottoms up, everybody.
You get all excited when someone's drinking liquor, Mike. Calm down.
What's wrong with that? That bottle that's been used so many times by Rude against Storm, and interactive fan participation.
Well, it's always a drink-a-thon when you're around James Storm. You know that.
What do you mean I know that?
Well, you know that. I mean, you know your issues. But anyway, the Cowboy, he's all over now. That opening with the beer was the opening he needed. That's like his spinach. Remember Popeye had the spinach? Oh, the beer is Storm spinach, and right now he might need a beer. God, it feels great to be back out here carrying the show, carrying the announce desk. I wonder where Mike Tenay, where I sent him off.
Yeah, where is Mike Tenay?
Probably drinking a bottle of gin somewhere in some dirty bar here in Texas. Anyway.
He said drunk. Hardy now from the top.
Well documented, right? Listen, D'Lo's had some bad luck as of late. He's hurt our club a little bit, hence why he's not wearing his cut. Okay?
What, back to being a prospect?
Well, that's exactly right. You know, he's cleaning the bikes. He's keeping the beers cold. You know, it's like...
Cold beer?
Yeah, cold beer. Easy, Mike. Easy. Slow down. We're working out here. So, you know what? I mean, right now is put up a shut-up time. I like D'Lo's chances. Because Joseph Park, well, let's be honest. I don't want to be rude or mean, but he's a mutt.
Come on.
D'Lo certainly a lot of confidence. Back when he challenged Kurt Angle, and now again stepping up, saying, let me take care of this. Devon giving the confidence to him, giving him this opportunity. Oh, my goodness, look at the power of D'Lo Brown.
Wow, man, you got to eat your Wheaties, lift up Park. Because, you know, those attorneys, they sit around eating sandwiches all day and chips and whatnot and milkshakes in the office.
Cold beer?
Daniel Bryan. I was making a point before the commercial break, John. Normally on Wednesdays on WWE.com, CEO of Triple H joins me in an exclusive interview where I ask him all the questions about what's going on in WWE. Conveniently this week, Triple H decided that he was too busy for our forum, so he put you in his place to talk about NXT on the WWE Network.
And there's a conspiracy to that?
Well, I think it was funny because the first question I was going to ask Triple H out of the box was about Daniel Bryan's WrestleMania challenge. And I think the boss probably knew I was going to ask that question and didn't want to have to answer it.
We just launched the network. You just had NXT live for the first time ever, the first live special on the network. You don't think Triple H is just a tad bit busy, Michael? He's worried about one of your questions? Are you kidding me?
He's always had time for me in the past.
And he's always answered all your questions. Oh! It's a stupid conspiracy theory. You got black helicopters following him.
And here's Kane. Let me ask you this question. Why do you think that Triple H doesn't want to face Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania? Cover by Kane, kick out.
Who said he doesn't want to do it?
He said he wasn't going to fight the guy.
He's busy. He said he'd try to find a spot at WrestleMania for Daniel Bryan. That doesn't mean he doesn't want to fight Daniel Bryan. Triple H can't do everything. He could come out here and commentate.
He's had a lot
he would be good at that.
He's had a lot of big-time matches over the years as COO, so
it wouldn't take two and two.
That argument really doesn't make sense to me, but
the fact that he's busy,
wrapping the arm and a kick. No, the fact that he's been COO in the past and he's had big matches and events like SummerSlam. So, I mean, that doesn't hold water with me that he's too busy.
He never premiered a network, Michael. It's never been done before. What if Zack Ryder challenges The Undertaker? Sorry, Undertaker's a little busy with Brock Lesnar. You can't do everything.
Yeah, but Undertaker has a match already. Triple H doesn't. Oh! And here's the corporate Kane with a sidewalk slam. Cover, hooks the leg here on Jimmy Uso. Is it enough? And a kick out. I never thought I'd see the day when JBL broadcaster would have to defend and COO.
Having to.
Played his battles.
I'm trying to call the match. I would appreciate a little help from the play-by-play guy. And you're telling stories and being disrespectful to the people in the ring who are putting people in the seats.
Oh, and Kane with a cheap shot to Daniel Bryan. And a big clothesline, tag made. Here comes Road Dogg. Just a good politician.
Road Dogg.
1, 2, 3. The champ down, but Velvet brings her right back up to her feet.
Want me to start singing again?
I'm good. I think we're all good.